Hi then and hello again. I'm Dave Smith, your host for A New View, and we here on Our Story, we don't want to be thought of as being behind the times or uncaring or irresponsible. No, not us. We want to do our part, so like everybody else in southern Minnesota who can't live without the internet that Al Gore invented, we're going green. That's right, we're going green, and we want to do our part. So today, it's time for a new view about alternative energy sources. Now, I understand that you want to avoid fossil fuels, but bear with me for a minute because I don't want you to throw in the towel yet. But then again, if you do throw in the towel, make sure it's in a full load and that you use cold water. But anyway, what I want you to do is make your own gas. That's right, make your own gas. And I'm going to explain how to do it. This is great for all of you people who want to do it yourself. As a matter of fact, do-it-yourself business is related to the environmental stuff that people are doing. And it also kind of ties in with cottage industries like home brewing, for example, or maybe home weaving, or even home genetic engineering, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's get to the instructions because this is going to work for you, I'm telling you what. What you want to do is you want to go out and dig a pit, a big pit, one that's big enough to hold, say, Donald Trump's ego, or maybe Oprah's hairdo. Anyway, dig a huge pit and get that all ready. And then the next thing that you do after that is that you go and you get a bunch of bones. As many as you can get, all the bones that you can find. And once you do that, I'm going to give you an extra hint about this. What I think that you should do then is maybe run them through a blender, or if you have the magic bullet, it will do it in 6 seconds or less. And it will kind of prepare them and make it a shorter process in the long haul. That's just my friendly tip, free of charge. And so let's move on because this is great stuff. Now you have the pit, you fill it with bones. Now what you do is you pack it with dirt very tightly. You pack it and pack it some more, and now it's time to have some fun. Because now what you do is you have a picnic there, or you have a dance on top of it, or maybe even a graduation open house, or you know what? You can have your vigilante meeting there. It doesn't really matter as long as you're doing something that helps compact it. As a matter of fact, park a tractor on it, and it will pack it down and help the process. Now, the next thing that you do is you come back in 100 years. That's right, 100 years later, and you can jam a hose down in there, and I'm going to tell you what, you can probably pump about 1 gallon of crude oil out of your little pit. Isn't that amazing? And you will have done it all without big oil. Big oil. We avoided them, we have our own gas, and we're doing our part for the environment. You'll feel so much better about it. Let's go on because there's more. Oh yes, here at Our Story, we have all kinds of hints and tips to help you be green. And it's not even St. Patrick's Day. If you're from southern Minnesota, and you are if you're watching this, or at least close to it, you know that we have a lot of wind energy in our part of the world, and there's so much of it that we're very familiar. But I want to share something else because this is a way that you're going to be able to do it yourself. Now is the best time to get in on this, especially if you're one of those mom and pop energy producer wannabes waiting out there. This is the greatest time because it's the political season. That's right, it's the political season. No time like now to capture all the hot air. There's enough hot air in one political speech to power one day of peak use in a city of 50,000 people. Maybe 80,000 if it's certain politicians we won't name. You know who you are. Anyway, as you can see, there's plenty of opportunity for southern Minnesotans to do their part to conserve energy and to go green. So we've done our part on A New View, and I'm host Dave Smith saying, if you understand Morse code, tap dancers will drive you crazy. Have a good day.